Kashmir Great Lakes. This is one of the most beautiful treks in India. Picture this. You're walking through lush green meadows, crossing clear streams, and hiking along trails with tall mountains all around you. Sounds amazing, right? But the real highlight is the alpine lakes. Each one is more stunning than the last. The water is so clear that it reflects the sky and mountains like a mirror. It feels like you're walking through a dream. This isn't just about hiking. It's an adventure full of breathtaking views and peaceful moments that you will remember forever. The trek begins in Sonmarg, a beautiful town in Kashmir Valley. The trek is about 80 kilometers, spread over 6 to 7 days. Starting at 8,000 feet, it reaches up to 13,750 feet of altitude. Day 1 is a gradual ascent from Sonmarg to Nichnai. We started with a gentle uphill walk through beautiful pine forest, catching stunning views of Sonmarg from above. Took a few peaceful breaks to soak it all in, and of course enjoyed a Maggie and a chai break. Halfway through the day's trek, the weather suddenly changed. Dark clouds came in and it started pouring. With 6 to 7 kilometers left, we put on our raincoats and kept going through the rain. After a couple of hours, the rain finally stopped and the sky cleared up. We took a quick lunch break, relaxed for a bit, and got back on the trail. After another 2 hours of trekking, we finally made it to our camp. Now it's time to unwind and enjoy the evening.
Hello, Liza. How do you do? I'm writing you a letter. I hope it reaches you. I know it's been a long time since you heard from me. I'm still kicking around here in Tennessee. I heard you got a new place. I heard you got a new job. I heard you got a haircut, and it looks real nice.
Day 2 takes us from Nichnai towards Vishansar. We started early, packed up and hit the trail. The first part is a bit uphill, especially as we cross Nichnai Pass. The climb is steep, but totally worth it. The views up there are amazing with endless valleys and peaks. After crossing the pass, it's a gentle descent. The terrain changes from rocky to lush meadows with streams flowing through. You will see wildflowers and shapes grazing nearby. It is just like walking through a postcard. We took a short lunch break by a flowing stream, refreshed ourselves and then continued on to our journey. Along the way, we saw a horse skull lying on a stone. After a few more hours of walking, we finally reached our campsite and it was time to relax. As the night unfolded, a magical feeling filled the air. With the sky perfectly clear, we saw shooting stars every 15 to 20 minutes. It felt like the universe was putting on a show, and we were lucky enough to capture the Milky Way in all its beauty. It was an unforgettable night. We start from our Vishansar campsite and head towards Gadsar. This is the toughest and longest day of entire trek. With a mix of excitement and a bit of nervousness, we started our trek. After covering few kilometers, we came across the stunning Vishansar Lake and Kishansar Lake. The beauty of these two lakes is beyond words. They look so serene and peaceful. Now it was time for the hardest part. As you can see, a long steep climb to reach Gadsar Pass. Determined to reach the highest point of the trek, we kept going. During this steep ascent, what kept us engaged and moving forward was the mesmerizing view of the twin lakes, Vishansar and Kishansar. The view of these twin lakes from above is simply incredible. Words cannot do justice to the beauty here. Slowly we made our way closer to the top and finally we arrived at Gadsar Pass. Standing at an altitude of 13,750 feet, the highest point of KGL trek. The view from here was breathtaking, with the twin lakes, the valley and the towering mountains creating a truly stunning sight. After spending some time enjoying the view at the top, we continued our journey. From this point it was a steady descent, and the landscape transformed into lush green grasslands filled with beautiful wildflowers all around. It was a long day. Our legs were slowly giving up, so we decided to take a short break to rest and recharge. After covering some more distance, we stopped by a stream for a lunch break. Feeling energized after our meal, we continued our journey. We reached Gadsar Lake. How do I even begin to describe this lake? It's absolutely magnificent, surrounded by towering mountains and clear, vibrant water that looks almost unreal. Gadsar Lake is like something straight out of a dream. Locals consider the lake sacred and believe it to be mysterious, with stories of strange things happening around it. Whether or not you believe in the legends, the lake's beauty is undeniably magical. Finally, after almost 11 hours of walk and covering nearly 20 kilometers in a day, we reached our Gadsar campsite, completely tired and exhausted. Good morning from Gadsar campsite. After a restful night, we are all set to begin day 4 of Kashmir Great Lakes trek. Today, we head to Satsar, covering about 12 kilometers. Compared to the last 3 days, this is a shorter and relatively easier day. Though the day began with a bit of a challenge as we had to cross a steep glacier, it was slippery and tricky, but with careful steps and some patience we made it through. After crossing the glacier, the trail opened up into a beautiful grassy land. On the trail, we spotted some tiny wild strawberry plants and couldn't resist tasting them. They were surprisingly sweet and made for a delightful little treat during our trek. The walk today feels magical. It's a mix of grassy stretches, rocky sections, and serene streams. Midway, we encountered vast meadows, perfect for a quick break. We slowly approached the Satsar campsite, passing by the beautiful Satsar Lakes, a group of 7 small lakes. The trail became rocky as we got closer, making the final stretch a bit challenging. Finally, we made it to the Satsar campsite around 1 p.m. and couldn't wait to enjoy the hot lunch waiting for us. A perfect treat after the trek and a chance to relax and soak in the beauty of this place. Day 5 of our trek took us from Satsar to Gangbal via Zaj Pass, which is known for its stunning views of Nandkol and Gangbal lakes. This day was supposed to be the highlight of the trek, but as they say, in mountains weather is unpredictable. The day started with overcast skies and rain was expected. Before we could reach the pass, we had to cross a tricky boulder section, so we set off early to get through it. We managed to pass the boulders before the rain started, but the clouds didn't let us capture any views. Feeling a bit disheartened, we reached Zaj Pass, thinking we wouldn't get to see the twin lakes. But as we crossed the pass, the sky cleared up and we were met with the most incredible sight. Here it is. Wow, just unbelievable. With our hearts full by the breathtaking views, we began our descent to the Gangbal campsite. By evening, we relaxed by the peaceful stream near the campsite. A perfect end to the day. On day 6, instead of heading to Naranag to end our trek, we decided to use our buffer day to stay at the Gangbal campsite and soak in the beauty of this breathtaking valley. The morning was relaxed, no timelines or rush, just enjoying the calmness around us. After breakfast, we explored Gangbal and Nandkol lakes and the nearby areas. The rest of the day was spent wandering, appreciating the stunning scenery and taking it all in before calling it a day. Like they say, all good things must come to an end, and so does our trek. It's day 7, the final day of this amazing journey. Today we descend from Gangbal to Naranag, the last stop of the trek. We started early at 5 am, and as the sun came up, it gifted us the most stunning sunrise sky we have seen. As we close this chapter of our journey, we carry with us memories that words can hardly capture. This trek was not only just about reaching the end, it was about living each moment. The lakes, so still they reflect our souls, the mountains towering with quiet wisdom, and the gentle whispers of the wind reminded us of the harmony we belong to. Every step through the Kashmir Great Lakes was a passage into something deeper, leaving us humbled, grateful, and profoundly connected to the beauty of this world. After about 6 hours of walking, we finally reached Naranag, marking the end of our incredible Kashmir Great Lakes trek.